Right, today's episode on Tequila Forever, Forever Tequila. Young Tequila's a little late in the game, but he finally got his hands on his bottle, Tequila Ocho.
Widow Jane. Check it out. This tequila was so good, I had to tear it up.
So what can you do? Luckily, I was prepared. That day that I found this tequila, I was able to pick up the last two bottles they had at this winery store. It was my surprise that they actually had it. I paid $110, which I'm really disappointed. Not happy about that because originally I found this tequila for $89.99. So I think maybe $90 is the MSRP for this tequila. And I was busy with work. I got a life. So anyways, like I said, this is a limited edition. Here in the back of the bottle, and I will post a picture on this one. It says Tequila Ocho Barrel Select is a selection of aged tequilas from our most prized cast. For this expression, we used cast from our friends at Widow Jane located in Brooklyn, New York. These barrels previously held a very complex and rich Widow Jane 10-year-old bourbon before being transported to Arandas and used to make an extraordinary Añejo, marrying the finest agave-forward tequila with the heady aromas and rich caramel, bacon spice notes from these old barrels, and bottled at 48% ABV. I love high proof tequilas. So when I see this is 48%, I was like, definitely gotta pick it up. And if you take a look at the color on this bad boy, you can see that it's a lot darker than all the other Tequila Ochos, including the Extra Añejo. This is probably like the darkest Ocho that I've seen. I think this is aged for 1 year or maybe just a little bit over a year. I read somewhere that the barrels, that they were delivered or transported immediately and they were still wet. So maybe that has some influence on that. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of information on this tequila that I could find. So anyways, this is bottle 5,608. Really good tequila. I just broke off the plastic, a few minutes ago, but it's still sealed right here. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy cracked open. Had that nice little pop. And I love the fact that they use a real cork instead of the artificial ones. Nothing against the artificial ones. I mean, I think they make a tighter seal and perhaps there's less or no oxidation. But I love these things. I love these older ones, So I'm glad they used that. So anyways, let's go ahead and start doing this review. Man, that's making me thirsty. Check out that color right there. It is a nice dark golden yellow. Really nice color. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little swirl. And I can see right here on the glass, this thing looks really thick and oily. And it's holding up, very well. I can see that right there, It hasn't even broken up yet. You can start to see, or I can start to see that, perhaps it wants to start breaking. Yet it hasn't. There we go. Now we got a little bit of legs or tears, whatever you want to call them, but they're starting to form up now. We could sit there forever and watch this. But let's get down to the aromas. Dang, that's nice. All right.
Well, tell us, what does it smell like?
Wow. I'll tell you that, it's 48%, but it smells delicious. This thing.
Yep, I fucking knew it.
So what I'm picking up on this tequila is a little bit of vanilla, I'm picking up some citrus. There's some butterscotch, some caramel. I'm getting a little bit of spices, perhaps a little bit of like very faint pepper. I'm also getting like these nice wood notes, and there is agave in this tequila, but I have to be honest, like there's agave, but there's not like tons of agave like you get with a lot of the tequila ochos. I feel like with this one on the nose, I'm picking up even some fruitiness, some fruity notes to this. I feel like like on this one I'm getting more more sweetness, other aromas that are really vibrant. They're just coming alive, and that's not that's not a bad thing, but for something that's probably been aged like a year, you do expect more agave, but it has really, really nice aromas. I'm gonna smell that one more time. You do get a little bit of that bourbon in there. Cinnamon and some light agave. But I love the aromas on this. You can feel the alcohol, and your nose is, might have like a little light stink, but it doesn't, it doesn't irritate or anything. I mean, this thing is, I'll say it's very well balanced, It's all right, so let's go ahead and start talking about the taste on this tequila. All right, so with this one, I'm picking up that butterscotch. I'm getting the vanilla. I'm getting caramel. I'm getting a little bit of spice in there, perhaps some barrel spice. Something like a limoncello. Citrus. But I feel like I'm also getting like some sweet fruitiness to this, It's like sweet fruit, I mean, I absolutely love this stuff, you know what I mean? It's nothing that I'm gonna say it's complex or nothing like that. I'm not gonna say this is a complex tequila because it's not. But what I am gonna say that this stuff is delicious. If you guys find a bottle, I suggest you guys, pick it up, order it, I know they're still available. I'm telling you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think for me, right now, this is perhaps my favorite Añejo. This is perhaps my favorite Añejo right now. So, I'm gonna rate this bad boy 93. On Tequila Matchmaker, I'm going with the 93. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend it, I think this tequila is really, really, really good. Did a really great job. I think that was a perfect combination, with the 10-year-old, Widow Jane barrels and its Tequila Ocho. Carlos Camarena always does a great job. So, and this is just my personal opinion. I think this is absolutely delicious, So if you guys have tried it, if you guys find it and try it, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot of crazy aromas. You know what I mean? This is like a little bit of a sweet tequila. You do get a little bit of spice. You know what I mean? The caramel, and all that. And like I said, on the taste, I feel like sometimes you just get citrus, butterscotch, vanilla, caramel. You're getting some little bit of cinnamon and stuff, and some fruity notes in there. And I feel like that butterscotch and that citrus really just lingers, and it fades off. As it fades off, I can start tasting that agave more. So I could taste the agave towards the finish. But I think this is an absolutely amazing tequila. Absolutely love it. I think that I remember there's only 2 añejos that I have rated at 93. That is Fortaleza Añejo, and now this one, Tequila Ocho Widow Jane. So 2 of my top favorite añejos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think. Salud.
That's Tequila Ocho, Widow Jane.